Hello everybody, Walter here. Welcome to the second episode of my Let's Play series for Satisfactory 1.0. During the previous episode we went through the onboarding process and started automating the production of the first few items, and today I would like to expand and optimize those factory lines, which means unlocking a couple milestones, doing some research and also some exploration. And with that said, let's jump just back into the game and have a look. And here we are already. And we are still, as you can see, producing the copper wire, the iron plates, the iron rods, and over here the concrete. Now, for the next few milestones, I'm also going to need a decent number of screws, so I'm just going to put down one of those constructors here with another container, hook those up in a line, and then I can produce the screws, which will also require some power. So let's put that down there and then connect there. And you can see we are now producing screws. Very nice indeed. Now while I'm here, let's also collect some more of these plates. And let's also make some more cable, because I'm pretty low on those. Since I'm going on a little bit of a minor exploration already. So that should be enough for now. And I also have one of those miners in hand, so that is also good to see. Because now I would like to get some more concrete. And while I have a concrete node here, it's an impure one. And just a little bit further, if we go with the scanner here, roughly, yeah, over there, we have a pure node, which means 4 times as much material. Can't really use this to its full extent right now, since I only have the Mark 1 belts. But nevertheless, I can already make more use of that than with a impure one node. So let's see, I should be close. Yep, there it is. And I remember correctly, this is the pure node. So now I'm just going to grab myself one of those miners here, put it down, for example, like so, and then just run power and a conveyor rail all the way to the base, where then a constructor can turn it into more useful concrete. And with that covered, it's time to start finally on some milestones. So first, let's just grab some more materials from over here. And that looks pretty good, actually. Come on. And now I might as well use some more concrete, I would say. And with that, it's time to start unlocking stuff. So let's start with obstacle clearing. So I have enough of those, except for the cable. So let's very quickly craft it up. And then finally unlock the milestone. Just like so. Which gives us the chainsaw.
Solid biofuel created from any biomass ensures maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, the chainsaw allows for the removal of tougher wood and coral foliage. Additionally, your pocket dimension has been inflated to increase inventory size. Inspirational note: will you be the FICSIT Employee of the Month? You could be if you construct, automate, explore and exploit by eliminating all obstacles to efficiency. This isn't just fun, it's contractually mandated fun.
Okay. Anyway, I've put down a constructor here for solid biofuel, because crafting that by hand is extremely annoying and takes absolute ages, so I'm going to do this with a constructor, which is going to run all the time more or less. And now let's check what I'm going for next. So I do need base building. Yeah, let's go for base building. Actually have everything I need for that already, which is nice. But I still need more screws for the chainsaw. So let's just connect all of this here and that, and also this here. And now I can make a chainsaw. Very, very useful tool. Not only to get rid of material or plants being in the way, but also, at least once I have some fuel for it, a very fast way to get lots and lots of leaves and wood, as you can see here. It's very efficient, and depending on the mode, actually let's go in area mode, very, very quick when I want to get rid of materials and just clear out an entire area. But I'll do the cleanup a bit later. For now, let's actually check. Yeah, that is looking good. This one is already coming down again. So we are more or less ready to unlock the next milestone. And after this milestone, I think I'm going for the field research. And then you'll have to see. So,
Milestone reached. Several new structures are now available for improving factory organization. Foundations provide a building grid, which makes it easier to manage placement of any structure. In the event that you are experiencing amnesia for all events prior to planetfall, be reassured that memories of beloved humans and/or animals would have only been distractions from your important mission.
was the landing a bit more traumatic than I remember? Maybe. Anyway, let's continue with some more exploration now. So, first, I'm going to actually build 2, maybe 3 miners. I have foundations. I have a decent number of concrete and blades, although I could do with a bit more concrete if you ask me. So let's just grab that from over here. It's almost enough, so let's see what our second concrete line over here has produced in the intermediate term. Yeah, that is a good number. And now it's time for a little trip. While all of this here is producing stuff in the meantime. Let's hope the power remains on for long enough. But as I was about to say, what I am looking for is roughly in this direction here. Or more in this direction. And that is a Caterium node, a coal node, and also a dogpot or hard drive. And we have some more over there. So you can see I'm just going to collect now a few things, and we have where? And there's a soma slot. So anyway, let's first get up here in soup mode. Oh. Was that always the sound effect for that? Can't remember. So, that's that. Yeah, come on. Let's get rid of all of that. Then let's collect the soma sloop up there, and let's make this the quick way up. Don't really want to bother with finding my way up the normal way. So we have one more soma sloop. And over there we have a yellow slug, and that is also very useful. Just need to be careful. I think there is a big hog or an alpha hog up there somewhere. So I might want to keep some distance. And what do you mean we found all slugs? This is a little bit bugged, but another achievement is another achievement. And this is an alpha hog, I believe. So let's maybe not go up here. So anyway, let's come on, get all of that. And now I should be able to make my way over this chasm here with a couple foundations, like so. That looks good, and I think it looks like there is something behind.
Unknown metal collected. This metallic element is showing properties similar to those in Group 11 on the periodic table, such as high conductivity and malleability. Store this potential resource for later use.
So, then let's see, there should be another summer sloop over here. But also, if I remember correctly, there were always some of those hatchers around here. Did that change? Oh, no hatchers. Interesting. I can definitely remember that there were hatches around here. So anyway, let's grab that summer sloop here. Nice animation, by the way. And now, let's see, there should be coal over here. Really, no hatches. Strange. So, now I'm going to put down a miner here for some coal. And then I'm just going to make my way over to the Caterium and the rack for some more materials. Do I have... yeah, still have some space left. Here's the rack. There should be a guardian somewhere. No guardian? This can't be alright. There we have it. Double tap, jump. Double tap, jump. And where's the second one? Ah, there is it. Ah, come on. There we go. Okay. Now let's see. Rotors, always nice. Some more wire. Very useful. And I think I saw some modular frames earlier. Ah, yeah. Some more cable. And modular frames. Very, very nice. Iron plates. Also very useful. I think this is all I'm going to find here. Yeah, looks like it. So then, let's check copper sheet. I don't have any copper sheet, so that is a no-go, I would say. So then let's just finalize this little excursion here by getting over to the Caterium node. And this is, I believe, where the alpha is. Or maybe not. So then let's just jump. And it... is that splitter new? Can't remember a splitter here. I think that splitter is new. But anyway, we have, yeah, Still a somewhat blocked Caterium node, but this doesn't stop me from actually making use of it for some portable miners. And yeah, now I'm just going to collect some more Caterium and also some more coal from over there. And once I have enough, just go back to the base. And a bit later, I'm back at the hub, and it was quite a successful time, I must say. I have a decent amount of Caterium, some coal, and I even found one more Mercer Sphere and some more slugs close to the Caterium node, so very nice indeed. But as you can see, and not here, we're out of power. So first I need some space in the inventory, and then I can grab myself some of that and put that back into the burners. And then each of these here will get maybe half a stack for now. And then I can turn power on again, put that in here. And next up, it's time, I think, for some milestones. So let's select what has been produced in the meantime. And that's actually a good amount. And that's a lot of plates, but not a lot of rods. So you know what? I'm going to turn off the screw production. That should be definitely enough screws for now. And yeah, I am going to need more rods soon, so let's prioritize those over the screws. Yeah, good amount of concrete ore there. So, and now let's work on the next unlock, which is the research tree. And we have the map. And then next up is logistics.
Milestone reached. Supply the molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, with local resources to research and develop new technologies. Potential technologies include exploration tools, weapons, and factory buildings. These are essential for maximizing your Pioneer efficiency in alignment with FICSIT's core pillars: construct, automate, explore, and exploit. To advance FICSIT's mission, all notable phenomena, resources, technology, or other influence should be investigated regardless of any perceived danger, as stated in the Pioneer contract.
Okay, that works, and that works out too. Now, these two need power, and the power I'm going to grab from over there. Okay. So that is for Caterium later on, so let's just grab that. And let's start with the Caterium research. So first scanning for Caterium.
The metal has been named Caterium after FICSIT's greatest CEO, Katerina Parks. It has been added as a viable alternative to gold in industrial applications, specifically in advanced electronics due to its superconductivity, malleability, and corrosion resistance.
And that's a lot more info than in previous versions of the game, so I'm likely going to listen to all of the lore. If you're not interested, you may want to skip ahead in those parts, but for my part, I'm really curious about all of the info.
Research completed. Caterium ingot recipe unlocked. New Caterium research available.
And there we go. This is now being produced. Okay, perfect. Now this is going to wait a little bit. Sulfur. Let's actually grab all of that for now. And let's start with sulfur research, because that is going to be very useful pretty soon already. And I don't have enough sulfur. Okay.
This unknown chemical element was in reality an unusual mixture of solid sulfide and sulfate materials from which sulfur can be extracted. Sulfur's primary use lies in fertilizers, which we have no use for. Instead, this element enables access to more volatile obstacle clearing and Pioneer defending tools.
Also known as explosives. So, next up, slugs.
This semi-slug, now dubbed power slug, is early in its life cycle and has retained only part of its potential energy storage capacity, giving it its blue color. Power slugs are capable of extracting latent energy from their surroundings, including through a form of photosynthesis, and preserve it in their porous semi-crystalline shell over their lifetime. This explains why they rarely move after having found a suitable location. Power slugs extract latent energy from their surroundings to sustain themselves. By tuning the object scanner to the particular potential energy signature, it is now able to locate them against the background environmental static.
And very important, over
Research
and underclocking.
completed. Yellow power slugs are further into their life cycle than blue power slugs, and thus have more potential energy stored. They can now be processed into power shards.
And then, as I said, over and underclocking.
Overclocking development completed. Power shards can now be inserted into all buildings to increase input and output speed. Underclocking is also possible. Note: power consumption of overclocked buildings increases exponentially.
Didn't they change that up in update 8 or so? I think it's now not exponential but linearly. I'll have to check later on. Anyway, let's continue with the food research.
This fruit, dubbed the barrel nut after its distinctive color, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
And we have the paleberry. And no
This fruit,
mushrooms.
dubbed the paleberry due to its tendency to stay light in color even when ripe, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
Okay, and we just have enough for the first mycelia research, so let's go through that too. Still don't have any quartz though.
The mycelial networks of these fungi possess unusually resilient hyphae, which show potential for making a strong but lightweight natural fabric. Additionally, it has similar medicinal and pest control applications to mycelia on Earth.
So, and now I have enough Caterium for Caterium research.
Research completed. Quickwire recipe unlocked. New Caterium research available.
And that's not really interesting, and neither is that. And this is still locked, so I can't go further here. Now for the interesting stuff, Summer Sloop and then the Mercer.
Summer sloop analysis completed. Summer sloops are somewhere between battery and conduit, harvesting energy from pockets of space with complete disregard for the rules of the space-time continuum, and distributing it into its connected ecosystem. This energy,
Let the effigies harvest until the waves reach our shores. Consume.
similarities to the hypothetical force of dark energy to potentially be one and the same. It can now be tracked by the object scanner.
Okay, that gave me actual goosebumps. Let's see if there's something similar for the Mercer sphere here. And I really need to find some SAM.
Mercer sphere analysis completed. Established local planetary signature of massage 2, AB, B, in the local Mercer sphere signals, allowing them to be tracked by the object scanner. Mercer spheres can also transmit data between specific.
Witness our scripture. Witness our windows. Have you come to defile our shrine? Sing us a song.
Arguing the existence of intelligent alien life. While FICSIT has figured out the method, all of the original data is still untranslatable.
Yep, as expected. And Ada, I suspect is getting hacked, but we'll have to see how that continues. So, still don't have any hatchers though.
The remains researched belong to an organism now dubbed the fluffy-tailed hog. It has many characteristics that would likely classify it among the Suidae family were it native to Earth. Hog remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving pioneer safety during exploration.
And that's apparently all. So let's continue.
The remains researched belong to an organism with 8 jointed legs, similar to the legs of arachnids but with non-standard distribution and function. Because its attacks focus on stabbing prey with the ends of their legs, which resemble insectoid stingers, they have been dubbed stingers. Stinger remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving pioneer safety during exploration.
And the last for now, which is the splitter, and then I can go into hard drives.
The remains
Nice.
researched belong to an organism that tends to nest near objects emitting specific types of resonance. Spitters are called as such due to their ability to create and spit plasma across long distances. Spitter remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving pioneer safety during exploration.
And I'm apparently out of biomass. So I think I am going to go on another collection trip, just collecting some more biomass, and while I'm on it, I might as well start collecting some more drop pods and Mercer and Somos loop around, as well as slugs obviously. But first let's actually put down a marker for this one here. It was copper sheets. Don't quite remember how many. But that is just a little reminder for myself. And depending on what I find, I may do the same thing for other ones around, or I may just unlock them. But as I said, for now, I'm just going on a little collection trip to make sure that I'm not going to run out of power in the near future. So 20 minutes later, I'm back at the hub because, as I can see, my inventory is completely filled up, even if it has grown by 6 slots thanks to a finished memory search, which also gave me a nice achievement. I also got another achievement from collecting some foliage, and found a total of 2 hard drives. One is currently being analyzed already, 3 Mercer 1 Sonos loop, my first hatcher, a couple of those slugs, and a lot of useful stuff beyond that. Very, very nice. Now, I think the research is close to done, so I can, for example, work on unlocking this part here. Next. And I think a lot of the research is going to need screws, so let's turn this on again. Then let's just grab one of or 2 of these. And we would have enough for the space elevator in a sense. So let's see if we can't build this today. So, and that's logistics unlocked. Next is part assembly.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to save space and enhance the productivity of your factory. FICSIT encourages you to consider investing in verticality when it comes to factory logistics. If you feel stressed by this complexity, imagine yourself on the shore of a vast and calm ocean.
Okay.
Breathe in. Visualize all the people relying on you. The sea is made of billions of faces, each staring at you with hope and tears in their eyes. Breathe out. Feel refreshed and focused on your duties.
Ada, that's not really helping. But let's continue. We have the hatch research now. So let's do that.
The remains researched belong to a plant-like organism hosting the larva of the flying crab, the most mature of which hatch when threatened. Hatcher remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving pioneer safety during exploration.
So, and then we're getting into really useful stuff like the gun.
Research completed. Alien protein can now be turned into biomass or alien DNA capsules. In addition to being used for research, the invaluable alien lifeform data in these capsules can be traded for FICSIT coupons at the Awesome Sync. We guarantee the best capsule to coupon exchange rate anywhere on this planet.
She is not wrong with that. Anyway, I need more. These. So then let's see.
Research completed. The protein inhaler can restore health in the eventuality that you have been carelessly damaging FICSIT property.
That's a little bit dystopian, I must say. Yeah, okay. Now it's time for the gun.
Research to develop the rebar gun is now available. When completed, you will be in possession of a tool effective against any local obstacles actively objecting to the FICSIT mission.
And now the gun.
Rebar gun and iron rebar ammo unlocked. Your ingenuity towards preservation of FICSIT property has been noted. You earned a micro break. And welcome back. I hope you feel refreshed.
Very refreshed. Okay, Megafauna is done for now. Then we have nothing in here, here or here. But now I can finally go into black powder. Although I don't think... No, I can't really continue with the rest.
Research completed. Black powder recipe unlocked. New sulfur research available.
And the last hard drive I'm only putting in once I have part assembly, because one of the recipes I'm looking for is in there. Anyway, next up I think I'll just craft up some more biomass to actually put into the biomass burners. And it still amazes me how much biomass you can get out of just a few stacks of leaves and wood. As you can see, the storage here is now completely filled up, which is going to keep it good while. Now, next up on the agenda is automating the process of refilling the biomass burners, but not with those two. Instead, I'm going to build a dedicated setup over here. So let's see, let's get that cleaned up. Then I'm going to grab a foundation or two and just put down 5 rows of these, I would say. Maybe over here. Yeah, there it is. Nice clipping it off there. Good, that looks good. Next up on the agenda, let's actually set up the hotbar. So this is number 5, this will be 7, this will be 8. Then I need biomass burners. And the first one goes in this corner here. Let's check. This is almost the middle. It needs to go one in this direction, I think. Yeah, that looks good. So this is number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I need the same on the opposite side. Let's check. One over. Back. That looks good. And then I'm going to run out of iron rods, I just noticed. So I still need some more of these, and let's grab that. And that's all I need. Next up are a couple splitters, and for that I just need to go every other one. Then in between, to the front. And then in the very middle of this, I need to go, let's see, this is the middle line. Then I have them in this spot, I think. That should be good. And then a last one. Wait, that's not good. That's not good. This needs to go right on the corner there. Yeah, that looks better. We connect this. Yeah, that's a straight line. Yep, that's perfectly line. Then the last one there. And let's for now just look on one half here. So the idea is I'm halving as often as I need until I have one line connected to 16 outputs. And now I just need to make one mirror image of this on the right side with one little modification, and that is that the output for the eighth missing power generator will instead run into a merger in front of the input. Just like in this here. So the way this works is pretty simple. This is the input line, gets split into two, then again into two, and again, until I have 16 outputs that all basically receive the same amount of whatever is input into the system. The last output here is moved back into the input, and that way you get a 1 to 15 balancer. One thing to keep in mind when you're working with a return line like this here is that obviously what comes through this line here adds to whatever is coming through the normal input. So if the system here is running at maximum capacity for the belts you're using, you would have to make sure that you increase the capacity of this belt here by, for example, using a Mark II in this case. Now I don't have those available right now, but it's not an issue because without a Mark II belt I also won't get a full 60 solid biomass per minute. So I'm going to leave it as is. Next up, I am going to need the constructors. And by the way, I also already put in the power line connecting all of these here. But as I was saying, I am now going to go for the constructor. And I'm going to put one down here. And then I'm going to put down one... let's actually move that a little bit over. So I'm going to put that down like so. Then I have one here. And... come on. Of course I can't build this if this is in the way. So let's correct it on the lower side. Now it's time for a couple of these here. So I need one container placed so that the output is in line with the input of this one over there. So let's check. Yeah, that looks good. Then I need a merger. Going in there, right here. And the rectangular mode. That looks good. I will have to upgrade in these at a later point though. And then this one here, yeah, that looks good. Goes in there. Perfect. So this one here is solid biofuel. This one here will be for, let's say, leaves. And this one here will be for wood. And since I don't have smart splitters yet, I'm going to need dedicated containers for each of the two inputs. There, connect there, and just make sure that I don't mix those here up. Then, next up, I need power for all of these here. So, let's see, where do I want to place this? Yeah, let's just put it in the middle there. And then let's connect this to over there. That looks good. And then finally I can connect this line here to where do I have some free? Yep, this looks good. Now inventory is pretty full already, but it shouldn't stop me from, where is the biomass over there? For one, grabbing as much of this biomass as I can. And putting it right in there. This is the main reason I have the storage container here. In case I craft some biomass, I can put it in. Then I can grab all of this here. It's no longer required. Put in the rest of the biomass. And the solid biomass, I think I'm just going to put into storage for now. And yeah, here you can see it already working. If I were to go up here maybe, up there, we should very soon see this being split in half over and over until it reaches all of the various outputs, or biomass burners in this case. So let's take a closer look, and you can see one half goes right, the other half goes left, and then front to back, and so on and so on. So it's split evenly all over the system. And with that covered, I should be able to, at least once some of these here have actually power, I can clean up the biomass burners I placed a bit haphazardly in the previous episode. Now with belt being this slow, this takes a little while, but you can see a couple of these have already power, and they should not burn it faster than it is being provided. Although, well, with just a Mark 1 belt going in there, that is not actually true. But I think, let's just check. Yeah, I'm using way less than half of the power that I could, so that shouldn't be an issue. And now, as I said, I'm going to get rid of the 2 biomass burners over here. Since, as I said, they are no longer needed. I now have, as I said, way more power. And as I was saying, I only need a little bit of that. And in the meantime, I also turned off the screw production again, because I have enough screws again. Now I should also have a decent number of these here. And I should actually be able to unlock project assembly. And there we go.
Milestone reached. The assembler can produce more complex parts, including the first project part, smart plating, which is crucial for initiating project assembly. Project parts must be delivered to the space elevator. By completing your contracted duties as part of project assembly, you will definitely be helping achieve FICSIT company goals without any other ulterior motive. Note: humans cannot craft project parts. Do not worry about your inadequate crafting skill when compared to an assembler. FICSIT cherishes your innate human abilities, such as walking, striking objects, and commodifying natural resources.
Well, some parts in there were oddly specific. Now I can actually start with the research in hopes of actually getting the stitched iron plate, which is the one I'm looking for. But this is, I think, a good point to stop with the episode. I now have a semi-automation of the power production over here. And I have all the parts I need to, or most of the parts at least, I need to actually get all of this here cleaned up and looking like a proper factory. And that brings us to the end of this episode, in which I admittedly got a bit distracted by Ada's new monologues. Nevertheless, in the next episode we're definitely going to get to optimizing and streamlining our various production lines, and maybe even unlocking tier 3 and tier 4. But we'll have to see. And with that said, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please like, share and comment if you did so. It really helps with the algorithm. Independent of that, I wish you a nice day, and well, see you.